third eye opening, third eye activation, third eye ascension. However, we address it, the third eye is not just about intuition and knowing. You will see today an entire healing system built around it. And we have the original master, Deepakk Raisinghani himself, to take us through it. And if this isn't intriguing enough, he has added more elements to it that makes it an even more powerful healing modality. I will not give away anything more about today's topic. I will jump straight away into welcoming our expert for today, Deepakk Raisinghani.
Right.
Deepak is a born psychic and a multi-healing modality expert who has experienced and cleared a roller coaster of a life that included dark energies. He has gone on to channel 9 healing processes and 4 courses, including Akasa Abhilekham and trauma busting inner child healing, and is working on more. If that was not enough, he has downloaded close to 100 new healing energies and has guided over 5,000 people over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, we are with Deepak Raisinghani on today's call of the Mystic Lotus Awesome Healers Training Summit 2023. And Deepak, we are ready for you. A warm, warm
Thank you.
welcome to you today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this beautiful warm welcome. And I'm really very thankful again to Mystic Lotus for giving me this platform for this particular modality, which has just become a bit more, as you rightly said, from okay.
Yeah,
So
and it
yeah.
just keeps on getting bigger and bigger, better. Anything that Deepak does. Deepak, I will take a quick moment to tell everybody there's a lots of action planned today, and it's a good idea to have that bottle of water or your cup of hot or cold beverage and enjoy this call. Of course, we are going to speak about the third eye ascension healing system with more elements, as I mentioned. Who better than Deepak himself? He will explain what it is. And then he's going to do Nadi healing, which is energy centers healing today for any issue we may be facing. And trust me, if you're here on Deepak's call for the first time, I have been on many Deepak's calls, and the shifts and releases that happens with his healing is very noticeable. So stay tuned for that. And of course, he is also going to take us through a telepathy process. If you thought, can I do it? Can I not do it? What is it? You will know it today and experience it today, and lots more learnings coming up. So stay tuned for a very happening call. And Deepak,
Okay.
I'm ready with my first question. We
Please.
all
Please.
want to know about you. You have come up with 9 healing systems of your own
Yeah.
and downloaded over 100 healing energies. How is this possible, Deepak? Would you give us a glimpse
Yeah.
into your journey?
Yeah, well, I would be categorical and upfront saying that people say that it take years of sadhana and this and that. Unfortunately, I will say that's just a lot of information where people want to tell you that it is very arduous task. No, it is not. It is a very simple thing. Just have faith in yourself and love yourself. Let the masters decide your path. Be that much surrendered to them, and that's it. You don't need anything else to talk about it. So my journey started about 11 years back, which I will not get delve too much into it. Maybe there was black magic, a lot of blockbuster, as they say, cinema, 70s, 70 cinema, whatever you call it. That's fine. All that is the history now. So, so somewhere in 2021, in fact, my journey just started getting more brisker when, like Swami Samarth gave me his energy. Then Maharaj Kosel made an entry in October 2021, which is another history altogether, another story altogether. Then this Shivratri, basically, I had some like 81 energies which got entered into me. Now, how do these energies come? Is basically it's just a pure matter of channeling. Now, channeling, a lot of people say channeling means dhyan, sadhana, all that may be true. I'm not disputing that, but at the same time, it is not as difficult. It's something like not climbing a mountain. I think I'll find it difficult climbing a mountain than doing channeling, to that matter. So understanding that, so just sitting and observing and sitting and accepting what is there. Yes, at the same time, all my modalities are coming with a lot of shielding mechanisms, predominantly because I was affected by dark magic, so I'm more aware about what I'm taking in. So whenever I receive any energy, I just check with my spirit guide. Hey, is this the right energy I should accept? He says yes. I accept it. I have a signal arrangement with him, where the moment I ask him, he will thump, pulsate my heart chakra, and that is the signal for me to go ahead. So that is my silent message which I have with my guide. So likewise, everybody can have all these kind of messages. Of course, in the third eye ascension course, you also meet your spirit guide as a part of the process. So what happens is that when I was receiving them, of course, now when you receive these 5D energies, 6D energies inside a 3D body, so definitely the releases would be awesome. Maybe at times it might feel you're awful, but that's how it is. So if you expect that everything will go hunky dory, maybe, may not be, depending on what you're taking. So in short, it's something like as simple as that. You should be ready to release what is not serving you anymore. If that thought comes into your awareness, you will be ready for anything. It took me 2-3 months to actually come out of that 81 energy. Then just last month, Mahakar Babaji blessed me with one more energy of Ashtakal Bhairav. So this is something which for the eight directions of the home, and basically protecting more, giving me more protection, because I do a lot of other energies, spirit entity clearings also. And at the same time, this third eye ascension course. So this is all about channeling, which I would like to mention about, saying that once you do the third eye ascension course, you also are able to channel energies, and you can get these energies. Now, logically, a lot of people will say, what are these 81 energies doing for you? 100 energies doing for you? I may be aware of some of them, may not be aware of some of them. So it's like work in progress. So some of them, yes, Maharashtra, I'm aware of where it is heading and things like that. So if you logically ask me, maybe this 100 may have a place, may not have a place. So that's fine. But I'm aware what it is doing inside me for sure, because it is showing on my physical body. And in fact, the whole body has gone through a shift in the last 6 months, that much I know. So in short, what happens is that third eye ascension course predominantly has gone through a kind of a shift after this predominant situation, where so now we have 7 chakras everybody is aware of. The 7 chakras have different functions. Now added to that, Nadi healing is something like the Ida Nadi, the left side of the body, the Pingala Nadi, the right side of the body, and the Sushumna Nadi, which is the center of the body. Now these 3 channels, they have close to 72,000 channels of energy flowing inside our body. Now, how does that work? Now, for example, if I tell you that there is a pain in my right hand, my left hand, let's say my wrist, I can breathe to my wrist on the left wrist and actually breathe out of that wrist, thanks to those nadis. And once I have a clear channel, I know where it is blocking, what it is blocking. So all those kind of things. So now once you do that nadi healing, which means you are taking your awareness, your enlightenment to another level. Plus, what happens is that in this we have, I'll take you directly to the process, third eye, third eye. Yeah, sorry, you had any question?
Absolutely, Deepak. No. So quickly to summarize, please let's go ahead with that. So you're saying that the third eye ascension that we are talking about today, it is not only the third eye, but it also
Yes.
involves chakras
Yes.
and 72 nadis, which are actually the spiritual energy centers in us, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so Deepak, do tell us what is this third eye ascension system,
Yes.
and what all does it involve, and what's happening? You take us through it.
Yeah, thank you. So, so this 7 chakras of the body are something like 7 chakras have different functions. Like the crown will have a function of being the antenna for receiving the messages from the divine. The third eye is more like the mobile phone. The third eye, the crown is like the antenna on any building. So the third eye is like the mobile, which is transceiving. It is receiving and transmitting messages. The throat is your voice mechanism, the way you voice yourself, put your thoughts across, and even receive these voice messages and things like that. So these are known as the sky chakra: the throat, the third eye, and the crown. So the frequency of these depend on your basically your intuition depends on the frequencies in the sky chakras predominantly. So the three chakras, as I said, the heart chakra is the center of the body. So the center of the body, which means it is giving the centering capability to the body. So it centers. Now, the heart chakra has basically two functions. One is to heal, and one is to give unconditional love. The healing is because of so basically it's something like it is very close to the thymus gland. So it kind of has the healing capability, and also it is the centering. So what happens is that moment you are in any darkness or any kind of confusion, just put your hands on your heart chakra for 5 minutes and just see the kind of peace you will get, because it kind of just brings you back to your current situation. Because we live too much in the past and the future, we forget what is the present. So just it brings us to the present and just so that's the heart chakra for us. So all bitterness, worry, sorrow, which we carry from various relationships and various expectations of people around us, it kind of affects our heart chakra and imbalances that. So this is the heart chakra. The solar plexus chakra is all about confidence. It is the energy center, as they say, the Agni space. So the solar plexus is all about confidence. Overconfidence is an imbalance. Underconfidence is an imbalance. The proper confidence is not an imbalance. Now, a lot of people say that, like a lot of people will, if I tell, if I ask a question about something, about some works, let's say someone has done, so a person starts defending their work. So that is where it is saying that they are underconfident. And some places, even if they have done something wrong, they don't accept it. That is overconfidence. So somewhere even that has to be balanced. So the confidence has to be measured, a proper balanced confidence. So for example, anybody allegates against you, don't get unsettled. Just put the facts and withdraw from that conversation. Otherwise, your energies will get drained. These are some of the indicators which I tell my people, my students. Now, sacral chakra. That is always the misunderstood chakra of the body. It is basically the orange colored chakra, or the artistic center, the creative center, the networking center. Double energies, double hormones are there. So you have got all the life. So it is a queen size or a king size living chakra. Somehow it is misunderstood. But anything which you do with passion in life, the way I do, like, I don't know, I think I do healing very passionately. So it is with my sacral chakra. Thank you. So I do, so all things that you do with passion in life is the sacral chakra is the one, the pushing factor, and it gives you double the energies. And anything which you do with passion in life will always get you the best results. Otherwise, it's something like, okay, I have reached 9 o'clock in the morning. I have reached office. Thank God I was not late by 1 minute. Otherwise, I would have been half day late. Then, 5 o'clock. Oh my God, 4:45. Time jata bhi nahi hai. So anyway, it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Bye bye. See you. So it's something like you look each day. Finishing each day is the purpose. Here, it's when you are passionate, then you feel, my God, 8 hours, 9 hours too less. I should have more time. So that is the difference between passion and actual only working. So somehow the sacral is a big contributor to that. Now the root chakra is our base. It keeps us entrenched, firmly entrenched. And our faith doesn't waver. So first of all, do we have faith in ourselves? Yes or no? That is where our whole root chakra will start either, wobbling or staying firm, whichever way it is. So anybody raises any doubt on something, you start kicking yourself. You start using yourself as a punching bag. Oh my, I told you, something you did wrong, whichever way. So that is where, so when people start questioning you is when you actually understand whether, you're really loving yourself or you're a self-critic. So the root chakra gives us balance. Now, as far as the chakras are concerned, everybody mostly understands that. Now, the Ida Nadi, the Pingala Nadi, and the Sushumna Nadi, these three are the nadis which are the channels. It's something like, let's say there is a switch in every room, and then there are these wires which are reaching out to those various switches which are everywhere across. So now you're healing even those wires. It's not only the switches, but even the wires are being cleansed by this. So what will happen literally is that the chances of a fire or a short circuit minimize more further. Forget about that. But it increases the, let's say the bulb is lighting at a lower voltage. And in case, because of some imbalance or some energy not reaching properly. So once you energize these wires also, so it's something, how do diseases happen? Diseases happen because there is a flow of energy which is lacking to that particular place, let's say. Now, if God forbid, anybody has got a bruise anywhere in their lives, they will see it starts getting blue, then purple, and it kind of changes all shades. Why does that happen? Because somewhere there is a block which gets created. Now, this is a physical block which is seen. There are many blocks. If you see, people will have sciatica, pain. There is no block, visible block, but not even, it can be seen, but the pain is there. So what happens? Why does this happen? There are 5 viscerals in the body which kind of flare up, like the heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, and so heart, lung, liver, kidneys, spleen, and kidneys, liver. Yes. So 5 of them, and then the large intestine also is somewhere affected. The gallbladder is also affected. So all these things kind of contribute to the overthinking. The amygdala of the brain is somewhere the trauma center of the body, which is actually more covered in the inner child healing. But here, why I'm saying this, because even the nadis get affected because of these things. And at least if you clear the nadis, so nadis, once you clear these nadis, because a lot of people will have some pain in the left hand, unexplained. Some people will have in the right hand, somewhere, some people will have in the head. Some people will have some sort of, like, let's say, some fear related, kidneys get affected, knees get affected. So likewise, there will be so many things which will be showing up, manifesting. Now, if you ask them, they will not know. They will go to a doctor who will just give them some painkiller, and that's the end of the story. So it just keeps, you just have painkiller, you're done, sorted. So it's something like it just keeps going on like that. Maybe because the root cause is not known why it is happening, because of so many emotions which we somehow don't release. So how does this? So the 3 nadis, once we clear them, I have seen magical things happening. Like recently, there was a person who came to me because he was having a doubt that, anybody looking at him, even looking at him, he will think that this guy is plotting against me. So he had it inside him because someone had fed it into his mind. So anybody even smiling to him, oh, he's smiling because, he's plotting against me something. So it went to that extent that the doctor was about to take him into, maybe consultation or whatever, therapy. And he shifted out from a particular home and went to another home. Just to avoid these people, that kind of, it became so bad. So just after a week or 10 days of this Nadi healing, it became so good that, his sister, who in fact referred, she kind of said that, what is this happening? Something has changed on him. And in fact, I last even was trying to talk to him to get into the same home, face his fears, so that he should not get affected by those fears even going forward. So that is the changes which I am looking at in people within 10 days time. If you do the course, then I don't know what's, and I can just only tell you that what all it can change. It can just transform your life for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, if we start listening to Deepak's stories, the call will get over. And we will pass time, we will not be able to speak about anything else. But Deepak,
Yeah.
we have time for a lot of things, and the questions have started coming in, and I would like to bring them up one by one.
Sure.
So, P. Singh has asked that if any of the chakra is blocked, will a person be able to experience third eye ascension?
Yes, Mr. Singh. In fact, as I did mention that it is not only a class, it is a thorough process in which you are brought. It's something like if let's say, God forbid, I'm not comparing you with a handset, but let's say a handset is refurbished. Let's say they say, a refurbished handset, what all it goes through. It goes through certain formatting and things like those. So here also there are 7 to 8 processes in which you are literally taken through those 8 processes in 2 days time. In the case of the advanced, in the case of the basic, you have got 4 processes, 5 processes which we go through. And these 2 processes, any which ways, are going to release all those things which you are carrying inside you. Also, addition to that, you asked very rightly. One is this. Second is there are 3 symbols which are associated with the third eye ascension course. The 3 symbols are the physical healing symbol, which takes care of the physical as mentioned. Then the second is the emotional healing symbol, which is clearing the emotional aspects of the healing. The third is the clearing symbol. So the clearing symbol is anyway taking care of the hormonal imbalances, the masculine and feminine energy imbalances always. So the 3 symbols also take care of you. And there is something like 100% results are there. 100%, I'm saying with a lot of conviction, because not a single person who I have initiated, or rather who has attended my class, is still mostly doing, and I would say that still practicing, and in fact clearing their life. Their life has transformed. They have started looking at bigger avenues rather than getting stuck in the smaller rigmarole of life. It's, as they say, look at the broader picture. So this program opens your eyes and brings up your current potential, which is just your current potential, as you can then see the horizon behind you. So it's something like, as they say, even the sky is a limit, is just a misnomer, because there is no sky. The universe is abundant. So why do we block ourselves, is what my simple question is. And this is what this program inculcates, that you have no limits. Please don't limit yourself.
Absolutely. And more of Deepak's amazing insights coming up. In fact, Deepak, you mentioned there are symbols. I know there are more things involved, and I'm going to come back and ask you about them. And everybody, we are actually going to get to experience these energies and see how we can learn them ourselves. So, coming up very soon. Deepak, the next question is from Yati. She is asking the vagus nerve. Does it have something to do with nadis, or are nadis astral only?
Well, all the nerves are a different system altogether. And the nadis are predominantly, and these are invisible channels. They are not visible to the physical eye. Yet they flow through our symbol. It's something like the prana, how the prana flows. The prana flows not within the, okay, the air pipe definitely carries the prana and things like that. But within the body, there is no other channel. So it's basically invisible channels which are flowing through the body. So the nerve may or may not have, I'm not saying does not have, but may or may not have a proper connection to that, because nerves have a different function altogether. But yes, one thing is for sure, because these nerves also have nadis with them. So when we do this clearing, so as I said, it's a chicken and egg story, but yes, both of them are, you can say that, both are related to each other somewhere. For sure, because see what happens is that whatever carries emotions and whatever we can clear is enough. So I think more important is that, because there are 72,000 nadis in the body. And if you really look at it, there are 350,000 nadis in the body, which anyway, that's another level altogether, completely another level altogether. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Deepak, there is a pattern of questions I'm noticing, and I will bring up that pattern. RM has asked,
Yeah.
how is psoriasis caused? Which chakra is imbalanced? With this, can we clear psoriasis? And also, Anjali has asked about diabetes, and Dipi has asked about sciatica. So,
Yeah.
Deepak, people are actually mentioning health issues,
Yeah.
and can we work on those health issues with
Yeah.
the third eye
Yeah.
ascension healing system?
Yes, 100%. In fact, I'll mention each
Yes,
differently.
please.
So generally the skin issues, which is predominantly, let's say, psoriasis, which was mentioned, even other skin issues are predominantly because of a lot of attachments. Generally, it comes because of a lot of attachments, a lot of fears which you have even towards, let's say, skin, or even some fears of remaining away. Any fears, generally, along with attachment, will give you skin issues, particularly. So I have seen one thing, that I myself had eczema. Many of my students had eczema. My face was, I don't know, somehow having a lot of different kind of pimples, and God knows what all was showing up. So to that extent, my son said, I will not shave because I don't want your kind of skin. So anyway, so some of those, but predominantly it's been so that last 6 years, believe me, eczema has gone straight away without any problem. And to that extent, I even don't, two years back, I had gone for my niece's marriage. So after 5 years, I got my facial done. So this guy was actually thought, my God, this guy will have an army of blackheads in his face. Because, whatever, my face had a lot of spots and things like that. But he didn't find a single blackhead in my face. So this is basically clearing your inner, it's clearing you completely inside out. In fact, the other process which we speak about is that I don't want to. So basically, something which kind of empowers you or increases your power. So there is a 90-day process in which your channels of energy, even you will do a spiritual vomit. To that extent, it cleans you. So for sure, skin 100% sure it will heal. 100%. I have no doubts about that. Diabetes is more, I would say, a bit more genetic. Again, attachment related, and a lot of fear. And basically, diabetes also has a lot of suppressed anger, which is attached to it. So that will take a bit longer time compared to, if I may talk about the skin. But it is curable if you really work on yourself. If you really work, I'm sorry, I don't use this word of working on yourself. If you decide on yourself that I will somehow get rid of this, to that extent, I've even been able to reduce or even release my blood pressure medication, which I was having for close to 20 years. So, in fact, I had stopped all my medication. Otherwise, blood pressure I had reduced to a major extent. Cholesterol I had literally not had, and I just had a visit to the doctor last month, and he's saying that everything is fine. You're doing well. You're taking good medication. I'm not taking any medication. I didn't tell him that, but I was healing on myself. So thankfully, I was aware that yes, this is all working towards that. So even that is working. So it's not that I am blind in faith. I still want to get it sorted out, because finally it is my health and my family is dependent on me. So I don't want to become blind. But yes, these results, what they show, are giving me more and more confidence that yes, I am on the right path and things are going to get better. I'm sorry, did I miss one? Psoriasis I covered, diabetes I covered, one. Did I miss one?
Sciatica, Deepak?
Sciatica.
Yeah.
Sciatica 100%. I was big time involved in it, rather affected by it. 100% sciatica is released from me now. And I have helped people with sciatica pain merely by 8 to 10 days of healing of this Nadi healing, 100%. And in fact, this person was down on the bed for 3 months. 3 months he was down on the bed and not able to go to office. 10 days of healing. And it's been 3 months now. He's going to office daily, going to office to Goregaon from here, which is about good 2 hours travel. So which means, touch wood, he's been able to manage this gruesome travel after that also. So sciatica 100%, because I personally was also affected by it, and 100% it releases sciatica issues.
Amazing. And I want to tell everybody that more things are coming up onto what this can be worked on. In fact, I want to ask Neera's question, Deepak, that how does this process, the third eye healing, the chakra healing, nadi healing, you mentioned about three symbols also. So, Deepak, what all does this involve and what all can this help with? In fact, Nuha mentioned about anger. So, can you give us some different perspectives with your amazing examples
Yeah,
about
yeah,
what all can this help us with and
yeah,
how?
yeah. Well, now as far as anger is concerned, as I mentioned, there are some anger. There was this lady who was a good 40 year. She was a spinster at that time. She had a lot of anger inside her. And I think she was also being kicked out of her job because she would just, blast onto her boss. She would accept all the muck given by the boss. And ultimately, one day, I think, blast. And that day would also be the last day of her in the company. So that way, I think in the last 3 years, she left 7 jobs, 8 jobs. So when she came to me, she was a bundle of nerves. She would also get angry if you don't respond on time and things. All those things I have also gone through with her. But yes, at that time, one thing came out very clearly, that once she did the course, and this was about 1.5 years back, she did the course, and she's now got 3 promotions in these 1.5 years. So that is the difference which she was having earlier and now. So the confidence in you so it's something like, you are not going anywhere. Don't run away from yourself. Accept what you are. Once you accept yourself, then excelling in that becomes easier. Otherwise, if you run away, then it is difficult for you to even know what you are. What are your capabilities? And your capabilities are your current capabilities. Believe me, it's something like, our body is like that, that coin slot machine, where you can put any number of coins and pick out any number of material from there. And you can program yourself like a Scud missile. You can program yourself like any missile. I'll demonstrate. So basically what happens is that there was this one boy who had contacted me, an ADHD boy. An ADHD boy who was 25-year-old. His father himself told me on the call saying that he's a handicap. So I told him, sir, please, my request to you, please don't call him a handicap. He's not at all handicapped. He's more superior than you. Leave him to me. Leave him to me for 10 days time. Let him call me every day. I don't mind taking him forward. That guy was also being bullied in the school. He had some heavy chest. So even he was being, bullied by the girls, saying that, hey, he's got a heavy chest and things like that. So poor thing was in a very difficult scenario, which they were not understanding. They were just trying, unfortunately, people just, they think by this, if they hit some slap, the child will understand. No, in fact, he was going into depression. And believe me, that boy, 2 years back, I healed him. And he was struggling that time. Now, if I show you that before and after boy's photograph, you will just go crazy, because now he is doing engineering. Otherwise, he was not even thinking of His mother was saying arts, even if he does arts or something, some basic thing also, it's fine. Now he's doing telecom engineering or some superior project which he's doing. So what I'm saying is that somewhere we limit ourselves. ADHD also. In 2020, there I had some two brothers and sisters. Both were ADHD. I healed them. And 2020, his mother said that Usko, even if he gets 35% passing mark, I'm happy. So that kind of request came to me. I said, don't worry, we'll take care of it. From 35%, this boy gave 73% that time. The girl gave 76% that time. They said, okay, COVID. And COVID ne jada de diya sabko, so he also must have got more. So that's fine. Even in 12th, they excelled. Both of them achieved both more than 75%. So it's just that they also have to feel they are part of this world. They are not from any other earth, or not from any aliens or something like that. The moment their energies get fine, any child, even I don't know why they call them special children. They are not special children. They are superior children. They are star seeds, I would say. That only thing they have to be understood to take forward in that world. And in fact, I even am helping them to channel their energies so that they work more in synchronicity with them. Otherwise, their mind was working, mind and body was working aage piche. So I synchronized their mind and body. Now they are getting fantastic results also. In fact, the boy has already started downloading some of his own healing processes to that extent, and he's just 18 now. So what I'm saying is that these are all fantastic people. Only thing, we cannot understand them, and somehow they get into the oblivion and the dark circles away from and get bullied by the wrong people because they think they are smart, but I think they are smarter. So let's understand one thing, that these children are smarter and they just need to have your compassion. They will do things on their own. You don't need to even give them pity. Please don't give them pity. Give them your love if required, but they will achieve all their successes. This is what I have seen with this third Eye Ascension course. It gives them a lot of leverage and give them the platform to move forward.
All right, Deepak. And we will hear more from Deepak, more of his stories. And Deepak, compliments are flowing for you. TP had asked about sciatica and she's feeling hopeful about the situation. TP, you must look at what Deepak has in store. And some more health related questions coming up, Deepak.
Yeah.
Let's take them. And what do you say then? Let us experience what you have in store for us so that we can feel this. And then maybe if we have more questions, we'll take them on. And we would also love to hear from Namrata first. And we will come to her. So Sur has asked, can we cure plantar fasciitis and shed excess weight by clearing the nadis and sleep apnea as well?
Well, sleep apnea, I don't know. The first one, I'm not able to exactly place that thing. So I'll come to that later. Sleep apnea, I'm aware of it. So predominantly sleep apnea is just nothing like, it's just some sort of a nasal passage block, which I know maybe at a particular angle. Maybe it could be related to some flab, or it could be related to some blockage in terms of physical. So depending on where it is coming from. Sleep apnea, I was also diagnosed by one. I was told to use a nebulizer. I never used that DiPAP, or I don't know, BiPAP, some machine was told to use. I did not use that machine. I healed myself, and I said I had blood pressure 20 years back. That time I was not aware of these modalities. Otherwise, I would not have fallen prey to that. BiPAP I did not take, and till date I don't use. And now, touch wood, my body, my whole weight has also got kind of regulated thanks to these modalities which I'm doing. So sleep apnea, Depending on where it is coming from, what is the exact issue? Is it a physical or is it a flab related thing? Flab related thing can be 100% cleared. If it is something which is to do with some additional bone or something, then maybe, it needs to be looked at separately. But there is a good amount of hope for sleep apnea. The other one mentioned about some health related. I
Yeah,
think it is a
plantar
hormone.
fasciitis. In fact,
Yeah.
they have explained, Deepak, that plantar fasciitis is heel pain and inflammation. They feel a bulge in the heel, but it is
Okay.
not the heel, yeah, not heel
Okay.
spur.
So I think it appears to be something like a neurological issue itself. I think it is appearing to be a human neurological issue. And also one definitely this needs to be worked upon with this. So I have even been able to clear that facial palsy with this. I have healed one client with facial palsy. I think 70% healing was done for that client. And we are still working on the details. So facial palsy was cleared. So I'm sure this also is something related and it can also be healed for sure.
All
Although I
right.
cannot say for sure, but yes, with what results I think I have in terms of sciatica and other things, yes, it is possible. Because I've even healed people who have got these, what do you call, anti-immunological disorders. Yes. So even those we have been able to heal them. So for that anti-immunological, there is no treatment as far as
Yeah.
medical trade is concerned. We have healed. I had healed a 24-year-old girl who is now 26 and she doesn't have it. Her skin in the thigh was eating her own skin. So that was happening. And now that for the last 2.5 years, it is stopped.
Amazing.
It is stopped.
Deepak, there are some more health related ones. I'll quickly ask them if you can let us know that can they be helped.
Yeah.
So Nanda had asked that I'm having hormonal imbalance and knee pain, and that they feel isolated and lonely. Can this be worked on?
Why feeling isolated and lonely? Because there is no need to be anything like this. In fact, the third symbol, which is the clearing symbol, was himself given by none other than Lord Bholenath to me. And it is the Ardhanareshwar symbol, I call it. So it's something like, I cannot draw it here right now, but it is the Ardhanareshwar symbol. So it takes care of the feminine and masculine aspect any which ways. Nadi healing has taken it to another level altogether. So like, for example, I healed my own wife's PCOD, PCOS issue. I healed my wife's PCOD, PCOS. To a certain extent, I would say 80% of the times I have been able to heal fibroids, again, depending on the origin and the severity of the issue. So it's something like these are lifestyle issues, lifestyle diseases. So you need to, so basically, once you do the class, once you do the program, it brings you into a kind of a process. And the 90-day empowerment process, which we use, that also helps to create a habit inside you to think positive. Think positive about yourself. What are we running away from? We are our own being. When we were born, we were there. Till we die, we will be there with us. So what are we worried about? So be happy about yourself. You are here to do something good. So let's be happy about that rather than sulking this. So all these things are just, diseases. And the Nadi healing will 100% ensure there is no diseases in your life anymore. It will be more balance. It will be more joy, which you can experience in your life. This is what I wish to bring to everybody, What will happen when this joy and this clarity comes? We will achieve 5D. And once we achieve 5D, anyway, the whole world will be filled with unconditional love. With today, maybe it might look dark because of these changes, but believe me, it is coming. Very soon it is coming. Fifth dimension is coming. And we are just running towards that. So be rest assured, have faith in yourself that, and once you have faith in yourself, Nandaji, I know one thing. Once you have faith in yourself and once you love yourself, nobody in this earth can stop you from in your progress. And that's a guarantee I can give it to you. Writing blank check. Ab bolo jo bhi bolo. Yeah.
Thank you, Deepak, for that beautiful explanation. I'm sure all of us resonated with some of it or the other. And there are some health related issues coming on the group. Everybody, let us know, type on the group. We'll take them on as many as possible. We'll address them. Let me assure you, if you're not able to take them on today's call, Deepak will come back on the group and he will make sure you get your answer. Rest assured of that. And I also want to tell all of you that it is not just health. We wanted to speak about so much more that
Yes,
can be done with
yes.
this healing system. Relationships can be healed. There are so many stories Deepak has of that. There are negative energies, dark energies, and a businessman, job, and sales related. Anything is possible with this healing system. And maybe when Deepak actually takes us through what all is included in this, maybe we will get a better idea and ask more questions related to what all is possible. So we invite all of you for that. Deepak, I think we are ready for Nadi healing. But before we
Wow.
get there, I would love to invite Namrata, and if she can share her experience. We have heard your amazing stories of different people. She has learned this from you, and before she gets ready with to come on, can you tell us about Navrata and
Yeah.
bit, and then we can
Yeah.
ask her.
Well, Namrata, I think we started about 2 years back. Yeah, somewhere in, I think last 2021 was the year I think she learned this modality from me. And one thing is there for sure that she's got very beautiful energies, maybe, and in terms of probably the progress in terms of whatever so it's something like we have been very close with each other, and I don't believe in being a mentor, so we learn from each other for sure. And one thing is for sure that she has a very, very beautiful energy level. Yes, keeps going up and down, but I think she is managing it very, very well nowadays. Am I right, Namrata? Over to you for you.
Namaste, sir, and good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, very much.
Okay. So I have been in association with Deepakk sir for about 2 years, and I mean, I don't have words to express my gratitude to him. I learned everything from him. So anything that he speaks about, I just join. His energy level and his energies are absolutely superb and miraculous. So, so my journey with Deepakk sir was that I was already into healing, and I was doing other methods, and I wanted to, have more of intuition. So when I heard about third eye, it just caught my attention. And I was on Mystic Lotus, and it caught my attention, and I just joined his program. So it was a 2-day thing, and I was very surprised that he gives so many meditations and he does so much of clearing that in 2 days I was, pretty much refreshed, renewed, next level of energies, and so on. But the exciting things began after that. So after I had done my program with him, and he had given us a homework. So he gives a little bit of homework that we keep working on our chakras. So only 3-4 days after his program was completed, I had given myself healing. And I have never, ever experienced this kind of energy before. So I shared this with him also, and I had written about it back then, that I felt something being pulled out of my heart. I could not believe that energy could have so much of pull, as in, if I physically pull you, that is the way something was pulled out from around my heart area. And that was about late in the night. And I was absolutely zapped what was happening to me. And I woke my husband. He's a doctor. I asked him to check. I said, I don't know what's happening to me. So will you please check what is this? So he said, you're absolutely all right. Go back to sleep. So that was a tough night for me because there was so much of release that happened. And I couldn't imagine that so much can happen with just 4 or 5 days of using these symbols. And after that, I felt that I was on a next level of my journey, as in, there was so much of peace, there was so much of balance in me that I could not believe that such a thing was possible in such a short time. And so when after this experience, any time that Deepakk sir said, I'm doing something, I would just log in, I would join. So, and he allowed to practice in the subsequent batch. So I was a part of the subsequent batch also. And he does a meditation, which is called the block clearing meditation. So I was a part of the block clearing meditation. And for the second time now, this was again next level for me. So during the course of meditation, what I felt was that this is what I saw in my mind's eye, which was that I was in a dungeon and I was totally tied with chains to a very, very big rock. Something like a 10 foot by 10 foot or something like that, huge rock, huge boulder I was tied to. And I was in the abyss. It was dark, it was dingy, and I just could not move. And after I came out of this meditation, this is something which I felt all my life, that I was tied and I wasn't able to reach to the level that I wanted to reach, and I could have reached, and with all the effort that I had put in, where I could reach. So this was the answer to my, what I had wondered all my life. So that was the time when I was set free. And it was like massive layers, massive weight, massive everything was removed from me. And so these are my experiences of his meditations, and there are many more. But one of the most interesting things, which I haven't even shared with Deepakk sir, is it was late in the night, nearly around 12 o'clock. I had gone out for something, and I was alone with my daughter. And I decided to take a shortcut, and it was a very narrow lane, and there were on both sides there were drains, uncovered drains, and they were very deep, so it was very sharp. And somehow I miscalculated, and my car sort of fell in that, and the 2 tires on the other side of the driver's seat were in the drain. I was stuck. I did not know what to do. And I had so much faith in these symbols. I just applied the symbols and I waited. I didn't call up anyone for help. I just waited. Within 2 minutes, from somewhere, 4 boys appeared. And so the car was like completely inside on one side. They found bricks, which I don't know how they managed to put, and they kept telling me how to navigate my car. And within 5 minutes, I was out of it. So wow. I could not believe my luck that, in that 12 in the night, and I was so scared that what would happen to me, because this was in a totally, it was in a very poor area, and one could have thought of being robbed and anything like that, but I was calm, and this thing happened to me. So, and there are lots of things like, physically, I felt well, I healed my children. So there are lots and lots of stories. But one thing that has always amazed me about Deepakk sir is he is the most giving person I know. So in terms of helping, in terms of giving energy, in terms of his broadcasts, and they are absolutely phenomenal. So thank you so much, Deepakk sir. Thank you for being in my life.
Thank you so much. You're a beautiful soul. I have been maintaining that to you. May you keep rising.
It's all because of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really, Namrata, We know you have to step out. You made time and shared in
Thank you,
such
first of all.
detail and such beautiful stories. We were captivated. Thank you for sharing. And I told you, everyone, it is not just for health. Look at what Namrata did with these symbols, and I'm sure she would have shared more had we had more time. So, Deepak,
Yeah.
we are all set. And I want to tell everybody that this is the first process of the day. We have one more process lined up, which is the
Yeah.
telepathy process. And we are
Yeah.
also going to speak about it a little later today. So, stay tuned for that as well. And Namrata, Noha, P. Singh are amazed with your story
Thank
and
you.
they have
Thank you.
commented on the group.
Thank
So,
you.
Deepak, what do you have for us plan and what do we need to do? Will this be applicable on the replay? Please let us know the instructions and the explanation of this process.
This is basically the Nadi healing process, and this is I'll be healing the Ida, the Pingla, and the Sushumna Nadi one by one. And in this, predominantly, what I want you to do is any one thing which is the most painful issue which is facing you. It could be health, it could be career, it could be even God for any relationship also could be. It could be anything which is paining you. It could be even any person, any person, any lady or person who wants a child for that matter. Any problem which is plaguing you. So it could, as I said, it could be anything: health, relationship, money, career, even a child, or for that matter, any shadi nahi ho raha hai, if it is not getting married, also that is. So any one concern which you have in life, just think about that right now, and this will be applicable on the replay also. Very much it will be applicable on the replay. So I'll just create sacred space, which is my normal process of creating sacred space, so that all of them will be in a shield. I create shield rather than boundaries. Shields are healthy, boundaries are bad. So I manifest the four legions of light in the four corners of all the homes. I call upon Lord Melchizedek, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Latki to bring out the four legions of light. I call upon Mother Kanya and Mother Mary, Goddesses, and Durga Maya to bring out the four legions of light and maintaining the yin and yang energies of both all the homes of all the people, even those on the recording. I call upon Ganpati Bappa to bring on the sacred region of light. There is a canopy of white light over us and a sheet of white light below us, keeping us safe and secure. I call upon Saint Germain with his violet flame of transportation. All of us are and will keep burning violet flame 15 to all six sides till Monday night. All less than God energies will get transmuted into white light. Each and every space will burn in violet flame 50 minutes all six sides till Monday night. Kali Mata, Bholenath, and Badambari are there for our protection. We are in the lap of Mahatar Babaji. The universe has us protected. The Ashtakal Bhairav is taking care of all the 8 directions of the home of all the people. And Swami Samarth is creating a shield inside and outside all of us, keeping us safe and secure. So now just focus on this one problem which you have. And I will be systematically healing either the Pingala and the Sushumna Nadi, which I'll discuss in detail about after the process. The Ida Nadi is the Chandra Nadi, or the female, the feminine side of the body. The Pingala Nadi is the Surya Nadi, or the masculine side of the body. And the Sushumna is the spiritual channel or the central channel, which balances both these. So just focus on this one issue which you have. If you are driving, I would request you not to drive during this process. Even if you are, let's say anybody is pregnant, no worries. It's not strenuous. Just don't attach too much to the outcome or things like that. So just focus on one thing, this one thing which is troubling you in your life. I have drawn the 3 symbols of third eye. Ascension course, Nadi healing system. And now starting just focus on this one thing. This one thing we will clear all the blocks from the 3 nadis. Don't expect anything to happen. Just let it happen to you is my only suggestion and request here. So starting the healing from the Ida Nadi. The healing energies are releasing. Starting from the left side of the skull, the left forehead, the left eye, the left nostril, the left ear, the left cheek, the left lips, the left chin, the left jaw. This is releasing all the blocks, even hormonal blocks towards that particular issue which you have, which you are focusing on. The left throat, the left shoulder, the left arm, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch, into the elbow, the forearm, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch, into the wrist, the palms and the fingers, the tips of the fingers and the thumb. Releasing all the hormonal imbalances and any blocks in these 72,000 nadis, starting with the Ida Nadi, from the left shoulder going into the left rib cage, the left lung, the left shoulder blade, the physical heart, upper abdomen, the upper diaphragm on the left side, the upper back muscles and bones on the left side, the large intestine, the small intestine, the blood of the left kidney, the mid-back muscles and bones. Wow, a lot of fears are releasing. I can see that much. A lot of overthinking is releasing, as I can see. The pelvic bone and the muscles on the left side, the reproductive organ, the excretory system on the left side. And now going down to the joints, the hips, going down into the thighs on the left side, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch. Feel the energies, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch, into the knees, into the shin bone, the calf muscles, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch, into the ankle on the left foot, into the soles of the feet of the left foot. The Ida Nadi has been cleared, and at the left soles of the left foot, a lot of imbalances might be felt by you. A lot of energies which are to be released are there. It is just for your awareness. Don't worry. I now call Ma Lalita. Lalita Ma, who is the super creator, Lalita Ma Tripura Sundari, or Mother Mary, whoever you pay allegiance to, pay obeisance to, is now holding your hands. Look at her in your mind's eye and feel her energies as she's helping you release this. She is the one who will help you release this. She is the one behind this third eye ascension course, and she will help you release this one particular block, which will make you happy now. The left soles of the foot is feeling the churn. Let it remain. Now starting the healing of the Pingala Nadi on the right side, the right skull, the right forehead, coming down from the right ear, the right eye, the right nostril, the right lips, the right chin, the right jaw, the right shoulder, coming down inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch. You can feel the churning in the right elbow now, into the forearm, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch, into the wrist, the palms and the fingers to the tips of the fingers and the thumb. Terrific releases, all the logical blocks are also being released from the shoulders, the thymus gland, the thyroid gland on the right side, the right lung, the right side of the rib cage, the right shoulder blade, the diaphragm, the stomach, the spleen, the pancreas, the liver on the right side, the upper back muscles and bones on the right side, the large intestine, the small intestine, the bladder, the right kidney, the mid-back muscles and bones on the right side, going down to the reproductive organ, the excretory system on the right side. And now, as Lalita Ma is holding your hands, you are feeling her love being smeared upon you, like, thrown on you like flowers, and is filled with love, going down into the thighs. All the imbalances are being released into the right thigh, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch, into the knees, into the shin bone, the calf muscles, inch by inch, inch by inch, inch by inch, into the ankle, the feet, toes, the soles of the feet. And all the imbalances are now in the soles of the feet. As they say, the soles of the feet are the energy points. So all of them are now accumulated at the soles of the feet. And you can feel a kind of churning in the left and the right side of your body as these energies, all the hormonal imbalances and anything which is blocking that path of yours is being cleared. Now going to the soul star chakra, connecting your soul star chakra, releasing the, or rather clearing the connection between the soul star chakra and the crown chakra, so that you can communicate with your higher self, get more intuitions, clearer intuitions for yourself. And now the Sushumna Nadi is being cleared. The Sushumna Nadi, the connection between the Sushumna Nadi and the third eye is being cleared. And you can feel as if a golden liquid is falling inside. This is generally the Mepa energy, but here we are releasing. So Mepa is sending his golden, beautiful golden energy, and Mother Lalita Ma or Mother Mary is sending her golden platinum energy. And you can feel this illumination inside the third eye now. A certain amount of clearing the stress and anxiety. And now the clearing the connection between the third eye and the throat. Making you feel as if some new thing is coming into your throat now. Clearing the connection between the throat and the heart. Wow. I can feel a lot of you having some amount of clearing, then maybe some itching, then God knows what. Just keep feeling, as I said, let it happen to you. From the heart to the solar plexus, clearing that channel, and you will feel the Sushumna Nadi coming alive suddenly. From the Sushumna Nadi going into the sacral chakra, clearing the channel between the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. And from the sacral chakra is completely activated. You will feel the surge of energy inside you now, as all the chakras are now getting aligned as per the universe's design. And this balance you may never have experienced. Just let it happen, as I said, because this is something maybe new which you are going through. From the sacral chakra into the root, clearing the root, the channel between the sacral and the root, and connecting from the root, going into the earth star chakra 6 inches below your feet. And all the imbalances for this has been accumulated at the earth star chakra 6 inches below your feet. Now, feel the imbalances all around the soles of the feet. And just say this in your mind. I ask this one question. Do you want to remain in this situation, or do you want to move forward? In your mind, just say, I want to move forward. And the moment you say, I want to move forward, Lalita Ma will release all that energy from the soles of the feet, with Mother Earth will accept it into her central diamond to cleanse all these imbalances of hormonal or any other nature. And as you say this, from the soles of the feet, you can feel a pressure coming out, and poof, suddenly a lot of peace, a lot of clarity of thought and vision. And maybe some of you may have got the answer already for that issue which you were facing. You can thank Deepakk, you can thank Lalita Ma for their support. And I request your energy body to integrate into their physical body. Your body elemental is making note of all the changes of the God's cut healing done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Your DNA is changing accordingly. And as and when you want to come out, you can rub your palms, collect the energies in your heart chakra first, always in the heart chakra, to balance, center yourself, and then in your eyes, and open your eyes to a empowered version of you.
I'm going to stay silent for a few moments. Deepak, thank you for that. I can see some people have started typing on the group. We'll just take a few moments and then resume. Thank you, Deepak, for that. Though I could not participate, but I could feel the energies. I'm definitely going to check out in the replay. I can't imagine what people are going to type now. It's really Deepak. And I have experienced Deepak's healings. This was a few minutes, but even for some seconds, every time Deepak does something, it is really deep releasing. And Deepak, what do you say? Shall we invite somebody from the group now if they have anything specific to ask, if they have any specific reaction has come up? If anybody wants a live demonstration with Deepak, let us know and we will take you on. And Deepak, I would love to share some comments, and Anushri, RM, Sangeeta all have thanked you. And P Singh shares, wow, what a feeling it was. Initially had a lot of itching in the center of the head, cramped feeling in back area. Eventually, post Lalita Ma's healing, the body has cooled off and my mind is at peace and no anxiety. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And P. Singh sir, ऐसा था कि Lalita Ma, in fact, she was not part of the process, but as I just finished the Eye Nadi, she just appeared. So, just I think we should thank her that she wanted to be a part of this.
Nice.
Thank you, Lalita Ma. Thank you, P. Singh.
Deepak, Aram has asked, can we receive the same healing through the replay and can we use it for different problems?
Yes, of course.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that, Deepak. And Yati has shared that she was feeling everything you said before. You were mentioning what we should experience. Amazing. Thank you so much, says Yati.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I want to again.
In fact, I also want to share one more thing.
Please, please.
Of late, last 2 months, if I'm right, maybe 2.5 months, I have been meeting a lot of people I don't know why when I look at Yati, I'm just getting that kind of awareness that it seems to be something like some giants have been lost in transit, if I may use that word. Am I right? Yati got it, what I'm trying to say. So they're just stuck in the daily rigmarole of so many things. And I have met close to 10 to 15 people in the last 2-3 months who so basically, in fact, I'm also doing some other things for them and trying to help them come out of that. So, as I said, ultimately, fifth dimension is my goal for Mother Earth. And that is what we want to achieve, for sure.
Absolutely, Deepak. And there is a comment, there is no name, but they are saying, I felt so great, and the Devi holding my hand and walking along with me was bliss. Thank you for this vision, Master. Much
Thank
grateful and gratitude. And Deepak, the comments are coming in. So, till somebody volunteers if they would like to come on, shall we share the packages? Because there is
you.
so much in store. We
Yeah.
wanted to share so much, but let's see what all we can do today. So I'm
Yeah.
going to share my screen, Deepak,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
you have to tell me if you would like to go through the first two slides, or can I have the honor?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So, everybody, each point in this is a conversation in itself. There are so many benefits of learning this healing system with Deepak. He is the original master. As Namrata also shared, you can heighten your intuition, and of course, you can heal at the blueprint level, meet your spirit guide, be safe from fallen angels, evil eye, black magic, etc. Move from 3D to 5D energies, and there is a 90 days power amplifying process to
Yeah.
stay in 5D energies for good. Deepak, anytime you want to add anything, please let me know
Yes.
and you
Yes.
can continue.
Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
yeah, please do.
No,
Please
no.
do.
Basically, blueprint is something which many people would be aware of blueprint, but generally, if they are not aware, I will just like to bring it up. Blueprint is
Please.
basically the way you have designed your life in this lifetime, including your karma, what you have to settle. So this healing energy is so smart, it heals at the blueprint level and doesn't do anything which is not required. So you don't attach any negative vibe from anybody to that extent. So whatever you are healing for the highest good of that person. That is the pure meaning of this blueprint level healing. Yeah, please go ahead.
Would you like
Sorry.
to continue sharing this?
Thank you. Thank you.
Would you like to speak about this, or shall I?
90
Please.
days power amplifying
Yeah.
process. So basically, in this, what happens is that there is one more process in the third eye ascension course, predominantly the Nadi level, the Lalitama energy level, in which I even detach you from your home energies of
Wow.
3D, including your home people. So what happens is that you do your processes and you go back from one room to the other and you are just pulled down into the 3D. Mummy, khana nahi hai, mummy, ye nahi, whatever it is. Poor thing. I'm not trying to say anything against that, but the point is that you just get pulled down. So here there's an energy where everybody from your family will also be cleared of these 3D energies. So there will be a certain amount of camaraderie or some amount of better energies in the home, where the 5D energies and Lalita Ma herself clears the home for you. So that is something which, so here this amplifying process is also going to ensure that you will remain in that 5D for a good amount of time. And as they say, anything which you do for 21 days and 30 days as a process becomes a habit inside you. So feeling good will become a habit for you. That is my intention to do this process. Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. And telepathy, you can read people's minds, and hopefully, we will get a glimpse of this
Yes,
today.
yes.
And read people's auras as well and energies and help current imbalances. People, there is more. As Deepak mentioned, there are three symbols. You will receive these three symbols for physical, emotional, and clearing. and the clearing symbol heals the hormonal imbalances. And
Thank
there
you.
are 10 commands. Deepak, we would love to know
Yes,
from
yes,
you
yes,
when we
yes,
come to
yes,
the syllabus part about
yes,
the 10 commands. You can
yes.
heal sleep issues, create shields, win difficult contracts, deals, jobs, heal health, relationships, money blocks.
Because
I don't know
absolutely.
what is left, Deepak.
So even
And
even
yeah.
clearing, even there's a lot of talk about today. There are a lot of talk about portals, spirit
Mm-hmm.
portals, energy portals, negative energy portals. So there is one command which is basically to ensure that there is no portal. So the portal, in case it is there in your home or in your shop or in your car, the guide takes it away. So he just releases that portal from your home or makes it ineffective if you say it on a daily basis. So that kind of commands we are using, and these are basically very so relationship command. My wife generally is a very realist, but she always has a lot of faith in that relationship command. That much I know. And there are many people who are dealing with insomnia who have got issues, who have been having benefit from the one command which is towards sleep issues. So it can give you very fresh, even if you're sleep, like I had one, I remember just last month I went to Delhi. So I slept only 1.5 hours in that night, but I gave that command and slept, and I just woke up. I did fantastic clearing the next day. All full day I was working, and night when I slept peacefully again.
We
So it
all
was.
should know that command. Amazing. Yeah, Deepak, please go on.
Yeah. So clear your home, office space around you and your family members' energies with ease, which is what I mentioned. That
Mm.
so you can clear your energies. So there are commands about increasing your frequencies, like heart and above level, which means the sky chakras frequencies get high better. You can heal animals and plants also. Of late, I have given a lot of preference to animals and plants because somewhere this imbalance is releasing, or rather, getting into these things which is happening all across the world today. These are the imbalances which are coming up. So healing animals and plants, generally speaking, even on the group, we do daily 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on whatever time anybody has. I send Bholenath energies, I send Kal Bhairav energies, and anybody can send even prayers, it is fine. It is the intention which works, not the healing energy as such. So it's something like that. So healing animals and plants also, because they are the balance creator for us, I would say that way. So that way, yeah.
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 And there are
Yes.
two course options, and there
Yes.
is one personal session. Deepak, please let
Yes.
us know
Yes.
about them.
Yes. So third eye ascension course, comprehensive course. This is my original third eye ascension course, in which you've got 5 processes in all. And in this, the plus the bonuses, of course, we have offered in this. So the package B, A is that my basic course or my original course. Yeah. In this, you can become a healing practitioner. The 10 hours live class on Zoom, 2 days, 5 hours each day. You can get the class recording, download within 7 days video, and within 1 month audio. PDF manual and e-certificate is also available. The program schedule is mentioned for 28th and 29th August, and at 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and to 9 and 10 September, which is a weekend, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Indian time. So in this, the syllabus talks about the 4 psychic senses: the clairvoyance, clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant. And of course, there is one more which I have not mentioned here, which gets activated after the class, which is the psychic cognizance. So you get that. Plus, so we go into the detailed intuition test. You just got a vision of it in the today morning's 10 questions which were there. Amazing results I could get from that.
Yeah.
MEPA healing energies. MEPA is the divine being who is from the Atlantis, and he is my channel for this energy. And MEPA gives us in fact, you will have a chance of meeting him tomorrow, mostly. So MEPA is a very beautiful channel, and and it has grown in energies. Amplification has grown. Not the energies amplification. Our understanding of the energies has grown. Hence, the energies have really become very amplified. Then meeting your guide becomes your process where you can meet your guide. Now, meeting your guide, it's not that you have to meet your guide only on a process. So after that process, it's just like a formal introduction for a girl and a boy, and then you meet the boy daily. So something like that. So it's like your friend. You first time meet them with a lot of drama, but after that it is like, hey, come here. So something like that only. You don't need to formally call him. But yes, your guide is filled with unconditional love for sure for you. Then telepathy is there, part of this, where we show you how to do it in a very safe and secure manner. And also, there is no karma towards this telepathy. So the whole process is nicely encompassed. Then aura is the magical light. So that aura you can make out for an aura. Like, for example, for me, one time I did not go in a particular strip because my car's aura was not very good. I was finding it very pale. So I didn't go for that trip particularly. I had to go to Pune. Somehow I didn't feel intuitionally also. And when I saw the aura, it was not good. I said, I'm not going. So sometimes, very few times. So whenever you feel intuitionally, sometimes don't do it. So the three symbols, of course, their use and function. So the emotional, the physical, emotional, very clear. And the clearing is the hormonal imbalance clearing. The 10 commands are lovely commands, very simple and very useful for increasing your awareness, releasing all boundaries, and also keeping you shielded. Likewise, many more commands are there. Chakra awakening is a process in which we share with you what all are covered. Like, for example, the root is connected to the kidneys, the renal connections. So all the fears will get affected, root will get affected by that. The solar plexus is attached to the insulin generating body. So that's where the heat of the body or the whatever you say, the Surya element remains. Then you can learn cord cutting and arrow and dagger removal process. Now, cord cutting is something like if I have thought bad about you, let's say. So I attach a small cord of energy which is attached to you. So you may realize, may not realize, oh, I only thought. But even that thought sends an energy cord to that person. When that thought is a bit more sinister, it turns into arrows and daggers. A dagger would be a thorough, maybe a black magic attack or something of that sort, which has been done. So these are things which you can remove, which you are taught to remove, and you can release them every week, 15 days, and keep clearing your energies. Also, a lot of people who basically, recently I had one case where a mother particularly said some uncouth comments about her daughter, without thinking. And suddenly the daughter decided, no, I'm leaving you, and things like that. So I told her to do this process of cord cutting with her and keep doing pink light with her. Within 48 hours, her energies changed and they patched up. Otherwise, she was on the verge of disclaiming them or moving out of their home and things like that. So this is a very beautiful process where if you think it is everything, if it is so it's something like it can do wonders for you. Where maybe sometimes rigidity. My own wife. So I remember about 6-7 years back when I was very new in this processes. So she was very upset with me on a particular day. We had gone to a hotel, but she was like throwing her fits everywhere. She was very angry. And she was just even whatever. I could make out she's in a very bad mood. So I just quietly kept my eyes closed, detached my cord with her, sent her pink light. And within 2 minutes, she is very sensitive. She said, did you do something? I'm not feeling angry at you at all. That kind of immediate feeling she could feel. So that way, she could immediately feel that detachment. So it works that very beautifully. 90-day power amplifying process also, which makes you more receiving these energies, releasing more darkness from you. and making you much more filled with light. Yeah. Third Eye Ascension Core comprehensive, including the chakra healing. So this is basically including all the 7 chakras, level first. And the first year WhatsApp group support, 1 year is free. It's a bonus. Then 6 live group practice sessions once a month we can do for 6 live group sessions. This is a part. You will be, and it's not that you have to wait for the sessions. Any doubts you can immediately clarify. There is no protocol which you need to follow or something. It's very simple. You have a problem, you just say and you get an answer. Simple. So 2 MP3s, which is Pink Light MP3, which is my lovely favorite, I think, for so many years. Sacred Space, I have created one new one, which I'll be sharing to all the people who join this course this time. And free revision of entire course. That is a complimentary revision for all my students, as Namrata ji already mentioned that.
Yeah. And so much, all of this, it's a 10 hours live course,
Yes.
PDF manual, recordings, e-certificate, and all those bonuses. Deepak, tell us the original value and the huge savings you are offering for us today.
Total for this is in the range of $796 USD and 58,000. And for Mystic Lotus, we are offering a very good 80% off. I remember 16,500 or USD 227.
Absolutely.
This is for the package A, basically.
Yeah, package A and
Level
package
1.
B is even better. You're actually saving US dollars 569 here and rupees 41,500. And wait for package B. Deepak, let us know what this is.
Yes. So level 1 and 2. So basically level 1 and 2 predominantly doesn't mean that you have to attend both the classes separately, because both are independent of each other. So becoming practitioner, healing practitioner, in this there is a 12 hours live class on Zoom, 2 days, 6 hours each day. Get similar class recordings, PDF manual certificate, all will be similar. Program schedule here would be a bit different to 2nd and 3rd September, which is a weekend on 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then 5th and 6th September, which is a weekdays, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. same time. Program syllabus overview is the same thing which we have already gone through, the chords and daggers and everything. Now here we talk about 2 additional psychic senses, plus the psychic cognizance also. We talk about here what is the real intuition. This is just taking you a bit more deeper into the intuition, the extrasensory perception, even the scientific meanings of it. So we go a bit more deeper into this. Also very important in this is the Lalitama chapter. Now the Lalitama chapter, what includes in this is the stellar gateway.
Sorry, may I interrupt you for a second?
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Because we have a query on the group also. Neera has asked, can you elaborate a bit on Lalitama, Deepak, and then tell us about this,
I'll share.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's perfectly fine. It's always better. So Lalitama is basically Tripura Sundari, as they call it. Lalitama Tripura Sundari. She is the super creator. So she is the creator of the universe and all the multiverses. In fact, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Parvati Ma, Lakshmi Ma, and Saraswati Ma, all her product is something like she is the creator for them also. Now, so what happens is that unknowingly, when at the very beginning, Third Eye Ascension course, Lalita Ma and Ganpati Bappa used to be my, I used to call them for the activation that time. So what happened is, somewhere in the last 9-8, I would say in the last October or so, I had been to Kal Bhairav somewhere in Indore. So I was on the way from there and somehow my vehicle stopped. And it's a brand new vehicle which stopped. We had taken some travels. So it stopped at one place. It was a very small temple, not a very big temple. So I don't know, my wife said that, Roke hai to Pandit ji jao, karke aao darshan. So we had gone to Mahakal and other Shiv temples. So he said, jao, go and do your darshan. So it was a very small Lalitama temple, which was not very popular. But somehow I went there. I said, I don't know what is happening. So I just went there and paid my obeisance and came out without realizing that Lalitama is actually telling me something, because we are logical minded. And somehow, when I came back, I saw some things happen. I got some clients where asthma issue, suddenly these issues of people having these doubts in each other. So a lot of other issues, lot of health issues, lot of self-doubt issues, self-destructive people. I suddenly had everything like that in me. Some people had right hand pain, some left hand pain. Some people are not able to act on time. And suddenly the whole Pandora's box opened up for me, and I was just one thing came into my mind at that time, that Nadi, just get your Nadis in place. So I just dived into it, and out came this process of Nadi healing. And with the stellar gateway, because if you because if you know Mahagauri, who is the ninth deity on Navratri, she activates your stellar gateway chakra. And Lalita Ma is the super avatar of Mahagauri. So stellar gateway also became open to me, because we are all looking at 5D, 5D, 5D. So stellar gateway chakra is your crown chakra for the fifth dimension, which is what I came to know later. And before that, my madam, my mother, and Lalita Ma was just, pushing it in front of me, and I I went from one to the other, to the third, to the fourth, without realizing what all is happening. But yes, as they say, divine timing came.
Yeah.
So, which is why this was launched last year.
All right. And even the package B, it includes the both levels and all the packages, all the bonuses which are there in package A. So both the levels and all of the inclusions. Deepak, please tell us the original value.
Original value is 63,998 with all these bonuses, and USD 878, and we have got a very attractive, I would say, 261 USD, which comes to 9, which is Ma number, Mangal Ma number. I call it Ma number. And 18999 is also 9.
Yeah, it is
so
amazing, everyone. Yeah, just look at the comparison. A and B includes both the levels and all the bonuses, and it is just fractionally more priced than package A. You see here, package A is US dollars 227, rupees 16,500, while package B is just US dollars 261 and rupees 18,999. It's marginal difference, but so much addition in value. Deepak, thank you for this. And to clarify, package A is third eye ascension and chakra healing, but package B includes Nadi healing as well. And package
also
B
the stellar gateway chakra, stellar gateway chakra activation from by Lalita Ma.
Yeah, and all these that have been mentioned on the screen, the additional psychic senses, ESP, Lalita Ma chapter, and as Deepak mentioned, the stellar gateway chakra functions, and more. There is a personal session package as well. Deepak, let us know.
Yes. So 30 minutes personal session with remedies, guidance, healing, cord cutting, anything which would be intuitively required. For, let's say you have any particular unlimited questions in the given duration for any one chosen area of life. It could be health, wealth, relationship, job, career, or could be anything related to anything. So you can get personalized guidance or remedies or clearing or healing and cord cutting. So anything, whatever is the problem, we will intuitively find the solution for that. And we will do the solution immediately during the this 30-minute process. And everything will be done in front of you. Also, there would be some, these, as I mentioned, the other, if any particular audio is being said, also that will be provided. So in short, this is not, so it's something like there will be, as Shilpa said, more, so only more you will be getting. So clearing, healing can be for pain, trauma, blocks, any negative energies as per your situation and my intuition. You can attend the session for others with their permission for best results. So you can do it proxy healing for others also. But if you get permission, it is better always. Can get session call recording on request, but that request you have to just make before the process. So 10-minute follow-up session within 30 days is what I'm offering along with this. That will be just a follow-up of what changes that person for that particular issue got. 1 month support will be there always. 2 MP3s, pink light, and as I said, these add-ons bonuses also would be there.
Yeah, so it's just not one session. You have Deepak for an entire month based on your session. And of course, there is a follow-up session, and all of this bundled together comes at a great price. Look at the total value of it.
28,000 is the total value, and USD 384. But here we are offering it at a very 3,600 or USD.
Absolutely. 30 minutes with Deepak. You saw how intuitive he is. He'll give you remedies, guidance, healing, or cord cutting based on your requirement. And it's just US dollars 50, rupees 3,600. Of course, the best option out there is to learn this and do this for yourself and others forever. But of course, experiencing Deepak's healing and session is a must experience. So everybody, we invite your questions on the group. Let us know if you have any questions related to the packages, what all is included, what all is possible, what can you do. Let us know. We would love to answer your questions. And of course, all the payment links are on the Telegram group and the Zoom chat. And everybody, Deepak is going to come back tomorrow. As you mentioned, we will meet Lord Mepa. He will explain who he is. He has more special processes planned for us. And of course, the demos. Today, for now, Deepak, are we ready for the telepathy segment of our call?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Whoever, please.
Yeah. So, everybody, we will cover what telepathy is. We will get a short glimpse of it. And till then, I invite you to ask any question you may have for Deepak, and we will address them. Before we get there, quickly, Deepak, may I invite Dheer on call and ask for his experience. So, Dheer, if you can come on and quickly share with us your wonderful experience with Deepak's course.
Hi, Dheer. Yeah, so Dheer, just give you a small brief about him. He's just, I think 1 month we have been in touch now.
Yeah.
Close to a month we've been in touch. And Dheer is also a very, I would say that another giant in the lurking. So something like we are just trying to discover each other and move forward, pull each other forward, let me say that way. So, yeah, over to you, Dheer.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much for inviting me, because as you rightly said, it's just 34, 35 days on a higher side. And I wanted to learn something different. But the moment I got to know that you want to teach Third Eye Ascension along with Nadi, and that's where it got me excited about the entire process. So I'll just give you what I have experienced in last 30, 35 days. I was into healing and I've been doing that for quite some time. But what I experienced in front of you was completely extraordinary. And I'm sure people would have experienced the same energy, because the first meditation which I felt with you was completely out of the world. I could feel the vibrations, the sensations. I could still feel my crown chakra pulsing, and my palms were actually pulsating, and I could see that unison with the universe, I would say. And there were few notable changes which I could relate very easily after starting your course. One was my overall awareness. I was not aware of it, that I was intuitive. And but once I started doing it, the overall awareness went up. And by doing that, it's like I never realized that I can be proactive. But most of the time, it's like now what I feel is like I'm slightly more proactive than before. And I look at bigger pictures instead of just looking at one small event out of it. I started basically one thing which came up with your course was surrendering. It's like I always thought that I'm the one who is doing it, but it is not the point. It's like the moment you surrender it, and then everything happens for it at very ease. It's like another thing which came up to me very easily was my conscious awareness. I That was one thing which I never thought that I already have it, but with practice and the way you taught us, and the way as I believe Namrata also said something like homework, and there's not even a single day which I've missed it. So something like that is really helping me out. And if I have to say that as I work in a corporate world, so there are a lot of instances where you have to become aggressive or that agitation comes up, and there are a lot of trigger points. But somehow what I felt, and those trigger points are not affecting me much now. Like people have started noticing that I am more calm and composed than before. And when somebody else tells you, then it feels like, yeah, things are really changing. Like you may not experience it. I don't. But when somebody, one of my colleagues says that, I feel yes, things are changing. And there were few of the incidents which happened very recently. It's like I was traveling to Coimbatore, and there was a friend of mine who was supposed to come down. I had this feeling that he'll come alone. And the day he landed at my hotel, he was actually alone. He did not come along with his wife. I did not say anything at that point of time. And after that, I told my wife that I actually felt this, that he's going to come all alone. She could not believe it. But another incident which happened on the very next day is my son, who is 9 year old, he had fever, and my wife said, "Dhi, do something. मतलब कुछ करो इसके ऊपर." So I just took 5 minutes, the way he teaches us with your both palms, and I draw all the three chakra matlab, symbols. And within
Correct.
minutes, the temperature came down.
Wow.
And then she is not into all these things, and she don't believe it much. But she said, "You're scaring me." So I said, "Ki, it's okay, just relax." So that is how it's like you don't believe in it, and
Yeah.
suddenly things starts happening is because you have surrendered it completely. And what I believe is like that overall awareness piece, which I never thought is like so strong, and that is what is really working out. There were other things which I could keep talking about it, but these are the bigger things. Is like which
Wow.
I have experienced in last 30-35 days.
Thank you, Dheer. Thank you for joining.
Great. Great
And
Thank you so much.
experiences. Great experiences. And I would just, just say one thing, that more power to you.
Thank
More
you, sir.
power to you.
and I do want to add, he covered from his own healing, understanding to his office, to his family health, to his child. And he has not even finished his 90-day
Yeah.
power amplifying process. He's
Yeah.
just 30 days into this work. And congratulations to you, Dheer, and wish you all the best.
Thank
And do let us know of more amazing stories. And there is a beautiful comment on the group. Deepak, I
you.
want
Yeah.
to share that with you.
Yeah.
Before that, I want to ask everybody, what do you want to do next? Shall we take on the telepathy process, the
Yes.
telepathy conversation, or shall we do that tomorrow? Let us know on the Telegram group and we will follow that. In the meanwhile, I want to read Yati's comment. Deepak, she
Okay.
says she was suffering from migraine and neck and shoulder nerve issues since
Wow.
3 days.
Whoa.
Though her migraine was okay right now, but her nerves were swollen and were painful. With your
Whoa.
healing session, it has come from 9 to 1. Thank you
Whoa.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yati. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, and you're such a wonderful
Very
receiver,
happy.
Yati.
Very
It's a
happy.
pleasure to have you and
Yes.
all our audience on video, receiving, listening so intently, and sharing your comments and feedback.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing this.
And people, please do type on the Telegram group. We are waiting to hear from you. We want to know telepathy today or tomorrow, same time, 6:30 p.m. India time or 9 a.m. ET. Yeti, go on, tell us on the Telegram group what would you like. And we are seeing some comments, and it is going to tomorrow, Deepak. A
Okay.
lot of comments have come for tomorrow, and we respect all of you. You stayed with us, received so much, so appreciated. There is
Yeah.
one final question I would like to take on.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and then we will hear one last word from Deepak and meet again tomorrow. Neera has asked, Deepak,
Yeah.
that does the course give a daily practice of processes to be done?
Yeah. So daily, see, there are two ways of looking at it. One is you are already amplified. Sorry, you are already at a particular power position when you do the process. So the process of 90 days, which Dheer Jad mentioned, so that is the amplification process and maintaining process. So if you do that, you are maintaining and amplifying your energies. If you don't do that, you will remain as it is. It's not that you need to reattune yourself. No. So it's just that it's something like, you know what, if you, let's say you buy a vacuum cleaner, right? So you will be cleaning all the home. So this is the vacuum cleaner of your spiritual energies, if I may use that word. So if you use it, more clutter, more muck will come out and get cleared from you, giving you more clarity of thought and vision, as Dheer rightly said about the intuitive awareness, the clarity of thought, the mind process. So all those things will be much more amplified if you are following certain things. It's not that it will not be there if you don't follow it. Energies will be there, but it may be on a different level. But ultimately, it's just that, like a driving. If you're driving, if you drive daily, your confidence will be different. Your awareness will be different in the driving. If you don't drive, maybe after some time, you'll take some time to drive again, but you'll still drive. It's not that you'll not drive. So that is to amplify and give you more awareness of your own powers. So it all depends upon whether you get connected or not. But I always recommend you to do it, because if you're learning something, it should help you to go ahead in life. And so it's, as you know, Shilpa has definitely said. Now, there was a businessman who came to me. He used to always follow a lot of, people saying that don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. You do it on this 1 p.m. No, 101 hoga, mat karo, don't do that. So a lot of fear, a lot of things. So I told him, please get out of all that and just follow your intuition. Don't get into these. So he started getting better results. In fact, one case, it so happened that he did something which, on the time which that person had mentioned, even that some fire came up in that place. So he said, "Sab to theek kiya." So I think that was what his mind changed around this, saying that maybe I'm not following the right thing. So I told him, you please follow your intuition. Don't get surrounded, or rather, don't create a boundary around you. Create shields around you so that you are getting more awareness. In fact, in the last 6 months, that guy has jumped about 30% of his net, which he's dealing for the last 40 years, 20 years he's in business. And last 6 months, he has grown net 30%, which is what he told me just last week. So
amazing.
So it's just that you have to follow your intuition. So intuition, and also don't have any of these blocks around you. So let's say, let us give an example here. If I may talk about how many money do you want to earn every month? Everybody will say, no, we are not greedy. But we need money for living, my friend. Or no? So this is where I'm trying to take you to the the right situation, because this process, that goal manifestation system, which I have created, which Namrata ji mentioned about the block clearing process. So that is my goal manifestation system, in which we release all your blocks from your body. So let's say you are earning, say, 10,000 rupees every month or 50,000 rupees every month. Do you want to earn 50 lakh rupees every month? What is the first thought that comes to you? This is your block. The moment you breathe in that 50 lakhs, that I am earning 50 lakh rupees every month, your heart will show something, your hand will show something, some pain. Oh, how can I get such money? So these are all our own blocks, our own people. Oh, chadar mat phailao. That's a good suggestion given by parents. Pav jitna ho, utna chadar phailao. So, something like don't spend over your means. That is a good thought. But problem is that has become our limitations. We live within our limitations and we call that life. एक अमिताभ बच्चन का डायलॉग है, आई एम सॉरी इफ पीपल गेट ऑफेंडेड, ये जीना भी कोई जीना है लल्लू, अच्छा जियो. Live life in abundance, live life queen size, live life king size. Don't live life, don't survive in life. Stop surviving. Start living. This is what this third Eye Ascension course is just about, living in abundance. Stop living, stop surviving. That, oh, I just scraped through. I did well, but promotion nahi mila. I am continuing here. Kya kare? Boss acha hai. Comfort zone. Boss is taking full on advantage of you, but comfort zone. I am enjoying it. Fine. I have got these requirements. Some things are not coming up from me, but still I am okay with staying here. The boss acha hai. But are you too good for him? That you need to decide. I'm not putting any thoughts. I'm just saying that be abundant in your mind, body, and soul. I'll say maybe one more thing, which may open some more avenues for some of you. My wife must have shown I'm not against any process, against any astrologers. Please don't at all take in any way. But whoever saw my kundli, whoever saw my chart, whoever did a reading for me, always said that ye jo hai, this is a job kundli. This is not a business kundli. If you do a business, you will make a tremendous loss. And this is the reason why my wife had a lot of blocks when I ventured completely into this 4 years back. When my masters threw me into fire, you can say that way. But those 4 years which I have spent now, I just last year I got another job opportunity. So I asked my wife, just pulled her leg. Karu kya job? Do I go back to a job? No. You're happy what you're doing. So this is the change of perspective. I'm not trying to challenge those people who told me that tumhara job ka hai ya jo bhi hai. This may not be a business. This is my passion. But of course, this is my business now. Touch what I'm doing better. I'm helping people, which is what is agreeing with me more. I'm trying to go 1 step, 10 steps further. And masters are helping me. The best part is. So please don't get affected by what people tell you. You know your potential. Please rise up to that occasion and go running. Don't sit down grumpily or whatever. Failures will happen. Success will happen. Rejoice your successes, not too much. Maybe feel bad about your failures, but don't get attached. Because life has to go on. So you have to just move forward. It's something like the rolling stone will never gather any moss. So you keep rolling.
Wonderful.
Keep rolling.
What a wonderful message to end today's call with Deepakk. And a couple of comments I would like to share. And I want to repeat what Namrata said. Deepakk is indeed one of the most giving people you will ever meet in your life. And everybody come back tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. India time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. The telepathy process is pending. Great questions, great information coming up. What we know about telepathy may change tomorrow. And Deepak is also going to share with us, make us meet his very special energy. And people, if you have not taken his intuition test on the Telegram group, you
Please
are
do.
missing out hugely. Take the quiz, receive his guidance, come back, ask more questions. We are here. And as Dheer said, surrender to him and see what happens. And
And
Deepak Noha says Deepak loves his wife a lot because he mentions her a lot. Good for her.
yeah, in fact, she is the realist within us. But again, something like what I was telling Dheer also, she's another giant who is just lost. When she realizes, probably, things would be also on a different scale.
Absolutely. And
But
you're a
all,
great, yeah.
thank you,
Absolutely. And
thank you,
everybody, thank you so much for your wonderful
thank you, thank
energies,
you, thank you,
questions, and presence on this call. See you again tomorrow, Deepak. As
thank you,
always, big thank you from all of us
thank
and
you,
from the
thank you,
team. It
thank
was
you, thank
wonderful
you.
to have you. See you again
Thank you,
tomorrow.
thank you, thank you, everybody, and thank you, Yati ji, Samina ji, and Nanda ji, whoever. I'm sorry I cannot call everybody. Thank you, Shilpa, and thank you, Mystic Lotus. Special thanks to all of you. Thank you,
Thanks a lot, Deepak.
thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
See you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.